G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, I'm going to start out this episode with changing science. Reflexively, yep. I started the smart artillery bombardment remote because I wanted to get up to the better, more efficient use of artillery shells. But I didn't look at the cost at 25,000 science packs. As we're not exactly doing science terribly quickly, it's time to look at some different options. So we're going to do robot speed 6, which is 1 rocket, robot speed 7, 2 rockets, robot speed 8, 4 rockets, robot speed 9 for 8 rockets. Then we're going to go do the bombardment, because that's about 25,000 packs or close to. Then we're going to do robot speed 10 for 16 rockets, and then we're going to start on mining productivity. Now, I don't need to worry too much about mining productivity, except I want the miners to run faster. I don't need more resources. I just want the miners to run faster on what ore I've put them on. So I want each cycle that they, rather than running a cycle and putting out 1 ore, I'd really like them to run a cycle and put out like 30 ore or 40 ore or 50 ore. Which means we're going to get the mining productivity. It used to be into the 500s. I think now with the changes that they've done, now each mining productivity is an extra 10% rather than an extra 2%. It means we're going to get up to the 50s and 60s. So that's how we're going to do research. In the meantime, we have upped our productivity modules, so they're now baking faster. Unfortunately, I just spent a whole heap of speed modules, which meant this machine is, this lane is now using a lot of red circuits. So I need to do a couple of changes because our blue science is actually not running at all because it doesn't ever get any productivity modules. And that is partially because currently there are no red circuits. It's also currently because I'm side loading, so I'm only using half a belt, and unfortunately it means that there are potentially red circuits up here, being used. And obviously I want modules to be the the highest priority, and then I want anything left over to be heading out towards science. So I just want to do a couple little tweaks, namely that one, because it's side loading into a underground, it can only use one side of the belt. I want to have the ability of using both sides of the belt. That can use both sides of the belt. That can use both sides of the belt. So that's really the only change I had to do. So with that done, and I was meant to see whether I could use more productivity modules in the engines, but I'm just going to assume that I can. And because there is no easy way to change from one module type to another, I'm going to copy one that's got the correct modules in it, deconstruct the rest, and just paste down the ones with the correct modules. It's just quicker. So we've done that. I upgraded the battery build. I have no idea how many batteries we were doing before, but now we're doing 21. So we're doing about half a belt's worth. I am having it side load, so it uses both sides of the belt. It's more than enough for our current production. Also notice we're actually backed up on artillery shells. So we have all the artillery shells in theory we'll ever need. So that's done. I need to look at my save file. Red chips to blue packs, acid done, batteries done. Oil is basically complete. I shouldn't need to tweak it. It should move everything it needs to petroleum and still output our solid fuel we need for rocket fuel, which of course will get converted into satellites and rockets, and also be converted into nuclear fuel up here. Thanks. There goes that screenshot thing again, which will automatically get loaded into our train, our auto fuel stop. So this will fill up any trains that are one loco at the front. Right? If it's a 2 loco at the front, it won't automatically come into that train station to get refueled. So we're there currently for what trains we have. Now, there's lots of other things I need to do. One, I need to set up recycling. So the quickest way to do this is look at a Logibox and go, okay, what do I have a lot of that I shouldn't have a lot of? I have a lot of solid fuel. So we're going to run down to where our solid fuel gets put on the belt, because that's where I want to add this particular box, which of course is miles away from where I am, always is. Change that back to that, and we're just going to go away. Solid fuel is down here. Of course, it's not inside robot range. And put that there, and I'm just going to request in 50 solid fuel. Okay, it'll take ages to empty, but that's fine. We don't need it to empty any faster. What else do we have lots of? Stone. There's a whole nuclear build in the way over there. Go away, rocks. Go away, random tree. Stone. I think the E... Whoa, that's backed up. Oh, okay. I did not expect that to happen. That's the thing with Factory. You leave something for 20 minutes and come back and find out it's completely backed up. Input priority, right. Okay, we're just going to duplicate that. And then duplicate that. Put a new substation. Let's do that. That works. It's not neat, but it works. Okay, so that's going to get that moving. I guess here's as good a spot as any. Bring in stone again. Just 50. 50 is enough. Plastic, which of course is now at the other side of the map. I guess I should do explosives whilst I'm down here. Request a chest right there. We want plastics. Have your very own personal roboport. Done. And I'm just requesting one stack. I don't need everything to come into this storage chest right now. I just need a little bit. I just need to know that things will slowly and eventually get used up. We want explosives. I want to get rid of those two belts because they're useless. Sulfur. Sulfur's being produced here. So I want a underground. Yeah, that'll be fine. So if I have sulfur being put onto the belt, on the other side, I'll get there eventually, it should get put on this side, which means it slides in before everything else gets side loaded. We did explosives, we've done plastic. Coal, I'm not worried about. Coal will work out somewhere else for it to go. I should be actually requesting those. Come on, actually, I know it's going to work. I don't need to worry about it. Batteries, we might as well do batteries whilst we're down here. Now, some of these I may potentially want in the Logi network if we end up doing any logistics builds. But honestly, whoop, screenshot machine, I can't actually see that happening. Okay, do we have any cannon? Yeah, we do. 29 explosive cannon shells. So, put that there. Gonna have you bring in Explosive cannon shells. 32. Yeah, -3 in storage. Okay, so that's now done. What else is in here? Uranium ammo is fine. Piercing rounds are fine. Stone we've dealt with. Stone brick. Now, are bricks already in the Logi network for other reasons? That's the question. No, brick comes down here via a belt. Okay, so bricks are not in the Logi network for some other reason. So I just need to actually get rid of that. Request chest. Brick. What else do we have in the Logi network? Brick. Copper cable. Copper cable's a good one. I want red circuits. Because red circuits output all the copper cable onto a belt. This one. This one's going to be the easiest one for us to get to. Nope. Yep, we're going to have to do it that way. Because I need it. If I output it onto the top side of this belt, it'll never actually have a gap where it can get rid of it. So I need to have it slide onto the belt before this gets a chance to load. If any of that made sense. But, copper cable. So this copper cable sorted. Pipe will get used up naturally over time. Solar panels and accumulators, I need in the network. Belt, I need in the network. Inserters. 1.2k inserters. Okay, where's our workshop? Because that is definitely my favorite term so far. They're accessible. And I want them to be accessible in case I want slow inserters for some builds. So I just need to empty 1.2k or 1,000 out of storage. So the logical spot for that is, let's go put it into science. Yep. We're going to put down one of these. I'm going to say, hey you, I want 1,000, please. We're now delivering 1,000. 1,020. Okay. Which means storage is going to get robbed. And it means this one's picking up 8. So it means this one will have enough room to output just a couple. And wherever these guys are hidden in storage, I don't even see them. Oh. There's a whole bunch of them. There's going to be another chest somewhere full of them. Stop picking on my poor walls. We're just going to end up with solid lasers. I can see it now. Okay, so I should be able to drop that to just 1 now. Because the other ones are on their way. They're in the air, they're flying. And then as soon as they've been delivered, I can then change this box from a requester to just a steel chest. But because this outputs onto the belt first, it should have priority, which means this one will hopefully do nothing. Screenshot machine, hard at work. What else do we have? We've got wood, which is being burnt. Rocket fuel, which is flying. That's being used. Artillery. Gun turrets. 600 gun turrets. Unfortunately, we don't use gun turrets in science anymore. 600 gun turrets are just going to have to go into a box of shame. Medium electric poles will get used. Construction logic boxes will get used. Everything else... Okay, uranium ore. Uranium ore. And it looks like I've already got a recycling system for all the other ores. I don't have for coal, because that's why we got so much coal in the system. Okay, so they've all been delivered. Excellent. You swap over to be a steel chest. Done. That's that out of the network. Coals can be a little bit trickier, I think. Actually, I should be able to find... See, this guy's finished. So I definitely have some sort of automatically way to recycle iron at least, because he was outputting iron and there's none left. Okay, coal... Right there. You are gonna have coal. Yep, and I just need a little request. 50 is more than enough. The idea is it just puts a slow, constant drain on the system, and eventually it'll get rid of whatever's left. You're done. You're done. These miners are slowly emptying out area. The stone one is still going to be my big problem, and I don't really have an answer for that one. You're now done with your iron. So down to this guy. These four are still doing mixed ore. That's doing mixed ore. That's doing mixed ore. That's doing mixed ore. So we've got a couple still digging out the iron. We've got a couple mix the iron and the coal. And then we've got a butt ton of coal. Which is all backed up. But that's okay, because they just do coal. I don't mind if they back up. Okay. Alright, so that's that done. We are still burning wood occasionally. These guys still do turn on. Yep. So, maybe we don't have enough to run us through the night. Or maybe the safety switch is just clicking over. Alright, last thing I want to get done. And I don't need to do this on this base, but I want to get it done. It's a want, not a need. Is I want to change over my smelting to a beaconed build. As I don't really need to do it. I could just keep with the current first setup I've got, and there's nothing wrong with what I've got. I just like to... Is that water coming all the way? It is. For you. Okay, you're going to get moved. I want to change things over to a beacon build for a number of reasons. The main reason being... well, do I? No, because I still want to dig out this ore. I don't really want to do that more efficiently. Okay, we're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that problem. It was more future-proofing, so it means I don't have to have a train unload perfectly. Are you doing iron? That's the one doing iron. Okay. That's going to fill up. I can see it already. That's going to fill up. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this train. Because this train, okay, so, did I, oh, I just found more stone. Okay, I'm going to build over that patch. I don't care what people say. Screenshot machine. Yeah, I want to get things out of the way. I want to get rid of this ore. I want to be able to start ripping up these power plants that we don't actually need anymore. And I want to clear out this whole area for really unloading of ores and potentially picking up of trains. But then our make everything is here. So maybe bring the trains in here would be a better idea. We do have this line that goes across. If I move this line down to here, I'd have to route you south, route you south, route you south. This is the problem. I'm procrastinating and putting off doing things that I should just go and get done, so I don't have to worry about it. That's got a pipe running through it. That's gonna be a nightmare. That's got pipes running through it. Oh, it's all about bot travel. We'll just have the bots fly it. Okay. Can I fix this? Okay. What do we have in the magic blueprints? Can I move this down? I can. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start working on rearranging our train tracks for some more organized and hopefully more permanent train tracks. Up. Loop that into there. This is still temporary, but the feed-in line is hopefully more permanent. Okay, and then turn off personal robots and time to deconstruct that is no, let's not do that just yet. Okay, let's copy that. Let's move that up as high as I possibly can. Yeah, I can put that there because that splitter can piss off. These power poles can piss off as well. Really? I got one train track on me. Turn on my personal bots. Pick up train track. Cut that. Put that there. You go to supply one. Thank you. Okay, cut off that. Cut off that. Cut off that. Get rid of all of this. You're still signal. Yeah, sure. Okay, so that's that gone. No, you're not filling up with train track. Good. Okay, done. Alright, so this will give us a slightly larger train. So, turn off personal bots. Move fuel up to there. Move train tracks up to there. Move funky wagon with funky shit up to there. Okay. Now, because of the way trains work, for an outposting train, which is essentially what this is, it has a little bit of everything in it. There is every chance in the world that I might go off and do something and then send it back to base, and it might come in and it might park in backward. Now, if I park it in backward, it's no real big hassle. Because it just won't load. But then when I go to use it, I'll find out it's not loaded. So I really want it to always reload. Also want to try and extend it. So it's 1, 2, 3, blank, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I take those two, put fuel down there, put train tracks in that one and that one. Is there anything else I want loaded in here? Yes. So I'm going to copy and paste that one to there. I'm going to change those two out. I'm going to get more locos and more wagons. It doesn't carry oil wagons. Is that a problem, JD? How many can I craft on me with just one carry around normally? 5. Can you stop it, biters? Can I get another inserter in here? I can do radars and train stations with long-handed. Radars? I don't even see radars on. Oh, radars. Train stations. Okay. So if I do radars and train stations with long-handed, it means I could then get a fluid wagon in. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to copy. Put the bottom 4 down there. Where they're going to put down 2 of these with 2 of these. We're going to copy that one to there, copy that one to there. We're then going to put in this side as normal. We're going to put in this side as normal. We're going to change one less laser, I guess, to be a fluid wagon. I'm going to put that one in there, and we're going to say, hey, you, bring me fluid wagons. And then JD is going to go, are they automated? No. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turns out they're not automated either. Okay. So I need to go automate fluid wagons. I also need to copy that. Put that there, and then I need to copy that and put that there. So that is our new train. This train is really good at literally just going out and laying train tracks and not even making outposts, actually. Ooh. Do I want a separate train for outposting? Physically laying outposts. I think I do. So we're going to use this one for making physically laying train tracks, potentially doing some of the outposting because it'll have train stops and it'll have what else? Train stops, roboports. It doesn't actually have any robots, so it's semi-pointless. But I carry robots on me. Now I'm looking at it. I really want robots in there, which means another long-handed inserter. It's fine. Actually, no, it's got construction robots. Never mind. Never mind, JD shuts up. Alright, so let's, before we forget, or before I forget, let's go automate some fluid wagons. So fluid wagons require storage tanks, and storage tanks require plate and steel. And then screenshot machine goes off, and they also require pipes in the network. Pipes right here. I can't get pipe from there. Okay. So step 1, storage tank. Step 2, belt's going to be in the way again. And you can output to here. We're just going to copy those two. And we're going to change that to be storage tanks. 50, please, sir. With power. And then we want stuff. Okay, so I cut off, turn my robots off. I cut out those 2 coal ones. They don't actually do anything anymore. Maybe that's just enough space. Fluid wagon. So, tank. Gears. Pipe, which should be in the network. And steel. It's not nearly as hard as I thought it would be. With an output. I'm going to copy that one again, pop that there, change that to be those things, and I figure 10's probably heaps. Okay, so fluid wagons are now done. They're automated as well. Alright. So where does that leave us? That leaves us, our first train is done. It could do with a signal here, so all the other trains can get past. That's probably important, JD. Probably important. Okay, and right there, now I fixed the traffic jam is where I'm going to end this episode. Next episode, we're going to come back and we're going to make another train. So I need a few trains. I need one for actually making outposts. I need another one for potentially combat, bringing ammo, bringing nukes. Are we making nukes? Turns out we're not making nukes. I need to make nukes. I want to bring ammo, want to bring nukes. Well, ammo and nukes. I need flamethrower fluid if I decide to use flamethrower fluid. Potentially we're going to use combat robots because they're pretty good at clearing stuff out, but then again nukes are better. Yeah, I'm going to need a couple more trains. So in the next episode we're going to go build a couple more trains, just so we can go out and we can actually start clearing out large areas, because we need to start planning some actual rocket bases, some serious rocket per minute basis. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, do hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.